Okay, hi and welcome to another Ben Golding music guitar tutorial. Hope you're ready to rock. Today we're going to have a look at the 80s classic, the Culture Club, Karma Chameleon, okay? Pretty simple song, so I shouldn't give you any problems. We're going to do it in exactly the same key, obviously, as the Culture Club version, which means, to simplify this, you are going to need a capo on the 3rd fret. So get that sorted out, capo on the 3rd fret, and then let's go quickly through the chords before we start on the actual song. For this one, not too many chords, you just got a G major, D major, E minor, A minor, C, and we've also got a B minor chucked in, okay? So what I'm going to do is start off by giving you all the chords, so you might want to spend a bit of time if you really are beginning and stuff, just to get used to the chords, make sure you can change them comfortably, and then you can get on with the arrangement and stuff. So start off with a G major. For those of you who don't already know it, you've got your 2nd finger on the 3rd fret, right at the top on the E bass string. Your 1st finger goes in the 2nd fret on the 5th string, and then your 3rd finger goes right down at the bottom on the 1st string in the 3rd fret. And with that, you're strumming all the strings. Okay, next we're going to have a D major. For this one, you get your 1st finger in the 3rd fret, 2nd fret on the 3rd string, that's 2nd fret, 3rd string. Your 2nd finger goes right at the bottom on the 1st string, also in the 2nd fret, and then your 3rd finger goes on the 2nd string in the 3rd fret. And for this one, you're avoiding the 2 top strings and just aiming to hit the 4 lower strings. Okay, next up we've got an E minor. For this one, get your 2nd finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret, and then put your 3rd finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and for that we're strumming all the strings. Okay, next up we've got an A minor, okay, which is your 1st finger on the 2nd string, 1st fret. Your next finger goes on the 4th string in the 2nd fret, and then your next finger goes also in the 2nd fret but on the 3rd string. And for this one we are trying to avoid the top, the E bass, and it's just the 5 lower strings. Okay, next up we've got a C major, which is your 1st finger on the 2nd string, 1st fret. Your next finger goes on the 4th string in the 2nd fret, and then your next finger goes on the 3rd fret on the 5th string. Okay, and for this one we're trying to avoid the top E bass string, and it's just the 5 lower ones. Okay, and last of all, this one isn't too bad, but if you are a real beginner it might give you a bit of problems. Most beginners do not look forward to playing the B minor. It's not too bad, so give it a bit of practice. All we've got for this one, 1st finger goes on the 2nd fret on the 1st string, right at the bottom. Your next finger goes on the 2nd string in the 3rd fret. Your next finger goes on the 4th string on the 4th fret, and then your little finger goes right underneath that in the 4th fret on the 3rd string. And for this one, again, we're trying to avoid the 2 top strings, the 2 bass strings, and it's just the 4 lower strings. Okay, so that was your G, your D, E minor, A minor, C, and B minor. Okay, so really, a lot of you, if you've played for a little while, you're going to know them straight away. But if you are a beginner, like I said, take it, slow it down a bit. Just make sure you're comfortable going from one chord to the other. Okay, on with the song. Okay, so let's get down to the arrangement. This one starts with a little stab on the D. It's kind of a little bit of an intro-y bit, just where you've got this little D stab, and then just has a ring on the G. D, D, D. And then it kicks in to the intro of the song, which is the basic chords for the verse, which are just G for 2, D for 2, and then G for 4. Okay, very straightforward. There you go, that's it. And a G, G, and D, D, and G. A couple more times. Do, 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 do. Again. And a G, G, and D, D, and G. Okay, then it goes to kind of a bridge section where you just got C. D, 2, 3, 4, and D, 2, 3, 4. All it is, C for 4 counts, and then a D, D for 4 counts. Do, 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 do. And then after that, you go go to C again on the final time round. C2, da, 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 E minor for 2, and D. And then we're going to do the chorus after that. So let's just look at that again. A couple of times round. Da, da, C, 2, 3, do, da, D, do, da, C, do, da, D, and again, do, da, C, do, da, D, D, and then the fourth time, do, da, C, to E minor, then E and D. Okay, so that's it, that's your bridge section. Just one more quick practice. So you've got 3 lots of C, D, then the fourth time round C, and then a quick E minor, and then a D. Okay, one quick more try. Okay, C, 2, 3, 4, and D, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, and D, do the C, and D, 2, and then last one, C, and then E minor, and D. Okay, there's your bridge. Chorus, pretty straightforward. G for 2 and D for 2, E minor for 4, A minor for 4, and then a C for 2 and D for 2, G for 2 and D for 2, E minor for 4, and then A minor for 4, and then a C, and then D. One more time, G for 2, D for 2, E minor for 4, and then A minor for 4, and then a C and D. Keep going. Karma Chameleon. Red, da, 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 let's see, and D, da, 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 let's see, and D. Okay, so that's your verse, bridge, and chorus, and then obviously you know there's kind of a middle section. The da, 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 and so on, yeah. So what we do for that one, it starts off again, we've already done this chord before, we've got a C, C, 2, 3 and 4, B minor for 4, does it again, C, 2, 3, then E minor this time, then it goes back to C, C, 2, 3 and 4, B minor, and then the last one, C, 2, 3 and 4, E minor and D. Okay, so let's have a look at that bridge section again. So starting off with the C and then B minor, okay? We've got C and 2 and 3 and 4, B minor, then C, 2, 3 and 4, E minor, and a C and 2 and 3 and 4, B minor, and C, 2, 3 and 4, E minor and D. And it also, it does a kind of, I think it's a harmonica solo, which is over the verse chords, the G and D, and then back to G again. And that is the entire song. So what we'll do is very, very quickly, we'll just have a quick run through and I'll do a very rough vocal on the top. So do you remember I said the very first bit of it is that kind of punchy little D chord, D, 2, 3, and G, 2, 3, 4, and D, D, D. And then the verse chords G, G, and D, D, and G, 2. Right, then the verse starts, loving it, da, 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 and G, G, and D, D, and G, and then to the bridge to C, da, da, to D, and D, do to C, and then to D, do to C, and to D, and do to C again, and C, E minor for 2, and D, and then the chorus, G, G, and D, D, E minor for 4, A minor, da, and then C for 2, and D, and G, G, and D, D, and E, 2, 3, 4, A minor, da, da, C, and D, and then to the bridge, the C and B minor bit, so da, 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 B minor, and C, 2, 3 and 4, E minor, and C, da 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 da, B minor, and C, 2, 3 and 4, E minor, and D. Okay, should be pretty straightforward that. Just play along, learn the chords as well as you can, and that is exactly the same key as the original 80s classic Culture Club version, so make sure to do that version. You've got the capo on the 3rd fret. Keep practicing, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.